Throughout history, certain individuals have committed crimes so heinous that they earned a spot on the world's most wanted lists. These criminals evaded authorities, orchestrated global terror, and amassed fortunes through illegal means, leaving trails of destruction in their wake. From drug lords to warlords and masterminds of terror, their stories are both chilling and captivating. This video explores the lives, crimes, and bounties of the top 10 most wanted criminals in history. 10. Nazareth Maria Cross became infamous after the cold and calculated murder of her husband in California in 2008. Driven by greed, she poisoned him to claim a hefty life insurance payout and later buried his body in the Nevada desert. After committing the crime, she fled the US, igniting a global search. The FBI placed her on its most wanted list and offered a $1 million bounty for information leading to her capture. Cross is believed to be hiding in Mexico or Central America. Her case demonstrates the shocking extent to which greed can drive people to destroy lives and evade justice, leaving a chilling legacy of betrayal and deceit. 9. Joseph Kony, the notorious leader of the Lord's Resistance Army, LRA, is one of the most wanted warlords in modern history. For over 2 decades, he terrorized Central Africa, leading a brutal insurgency responsible for countless atrocities. Kony abducted thousands of children, forcing boys into his militia and girls into sexual slavery. His campaign of terror destabilized entire regions, leaving villages in ruins and communities in perpetual fear. The US government offered a $5 million reward for his capture under the War Crimes Rewards Program. Despite international efforts to track him down, Kony remains at large, eluding justice and serving as a grim symbol of unchecked war crimes. Number 8. Joaquin El Chapo Guzman was one of the most powerful and feared drug lords in modern history. As the leader of the Sinaloa cartel, Guzman built a vast and sophisticated criminal empire responsible for smuggling enormous quantities of cocaine, heroin, methamphetamine, and marijuana into the United States and other parts of the world. His cartel controlled key trafficking routes, generating billions of dollars in revenue. Beyond his violent nature and ruthless approach to eliminating rivals, Guzman was known for his uncanny ability to escape from even the most secure prisons. His escapes became legendary, with 2 daring breakouts, one in 2001, when he was smuggled out of a maximum security prison in a laundry cart, and another in 2015, when he tunneled out of a high-security facility, leading to a massive manhunt. Before his final capture in 2016, the US government offered a $5 million bounty for information leading to his arrest. After his extradition to the US, Guzman was convicted in 2019 for a multitude of crimes, including drug trafficking, murder, and money laundering, and was sentenced to life in prison. Guzman's story serves as a stark reminder of the immense challenges governments face in dismantling international drug cartels and the lengths to which criminal organizations will go to evade justice. His arrest and conviction, however, marked a significant victory in the ongoing battle against global drug trafficking. 7. Pablo Escobar, the infamous Colombian drug lord and founder of the Medellin cartel, built one of the most powerful drug empires in history. During the 1980s, he controlled 80% of the cocaine smuggled into the United States, earning an estimated $30 billion at his peak. Known as the King of Cocaine, Escobar's immense wealth enabled him to bribe politicians, law enforcement, and judges, creating a shadow government within Colombia. His reign was marked by unrelenting violence, including bombings, assassinations, and the systematic corruption of the country's institutions. Escobar's strategy of plata o plomo, silver or lead, ensured compliance through bribery or death, solidifying his grip on power. Despite efforts by Colombian and US authorities, including a combined bounty of $6.2 million, Escobar eluded capture for years. He used a network of loyalists and fortified hideouts to stay ahead of the law. His life of crime came to a violent end on December 2, 1993, when Colombian authorities tracked him to a hideout in Medellin and killed him during a rooftop shootout. While some view Escobar as a villain who brought immense suffering, others remember his philanthropic acts, such as building housing for the poor. His story remains a chilling example of the devastating societal impact of the global drug trade. 6. Mullah Muhammad Omar, the elusive founder of the Taliban, was a key figure in harboring al-Qaeda and fostering global terrorism. Under his rule, Afghanistan became a safe haven for extremists, leading to the 9/11 attacks. Omar's regime imposed harsh, oppressive laws and plunged the country into decades of conflict. The US government offered a $10 million bounty for his capture. Despite an intense manhunt, Omar evaded American forces and reportedly died in 2013. His life and actions left a lasting scar on Afghanistan and the broader fight against terrorism. 5. Adolf Hitler, one of history's most notorious figures, was the dictator of Nazi Germany from 1933 to 1945. As the architect of the Holocaust, he oversaw the systematic genocide of over 6 million Jews and millions of other victims, including Romani people, disabled individuals, and political dissidents. Hitler's aggressive policies and militaristic expansion triggered World War II, leading to global devastation and the deaths of tens of millions. Under his rule, Nazi Germany became synonymous with terror, propaganda, and unrelenting persecution. By the end of the war, Hitler was the most wanted man in the world, sought by Allied forces for crimes against humanity and war crimes. However, he evaded capture by committing suicide in his Berlin bunker on April 30, 1945, as Soviet forces closed in on the city. While no formal bounty was ever placed on him, his reign remains one of the darkest chapters in human history, serving as a harrowing reminder of the dangers of totalitarianism and unchecked power. His actions left a legacy of destruction that continues to shape the world today. 4. Rafael Caro Quintero, a co-founder of the Guadalajara cartel, gained infamy for his role in the 1985 torture and murder of D-Agent Enrique "Kiki" Camarena. His arrest and imprisonment marked a significant victory for US and Mexican law enforcement, but his controversial release in 2013 reignited the hunt for him. The US government placed him on its most wanted list, offering a $20 million reward for his capture, one of the highest bounties ever issued. Caro Quintero was recaptured in 2022, symbolizing the persistent effort to bring notorious criminals to justice. 3. Dawood Ibrahim, also known as Sheikh Dawood Hassan, is a powerful crime lord accused of orchestrating the 1993 Mumbai bombings that killed over 250 people. As the head of the D Company criminal organization, Ibrahim oversees a global network involved in drug trafficking, extortion, and money laundering. His ties to international terrorism have made him a high-priority target. India and Interpol have offered rewards totaling $25 million for his capture, but his exact whereabouts remain unknown. Ibrahim's continued evasion of justice highlights the complexities of targeting transnational crime syndicates. 2. Osama bin Laden, the founder and leader of Al-Qaeda, became the face of global terrorism after orchestrating the September 11, 2001, attacks on the United States. The attacks, which killed nearly 3,000 people, marked a turning point in modern history, triggering the US-led war on terror. Bin Laden's extremist ideology fueled a series of violent campaigns worldwide, targeting civilians and governments alike. His ability to evade capture and inspire jihadist movements made him a global menace and the world's most wanted terrorist. With a $25 million bounty on his head, bin Laden topped the FBI's most wanted terrorists list for nearly a decade. After years of intelligence gathering, he was finally located in a fortified compound in Abbottabad, Pakistan. On May 2, 2011, a covert operation by US Navy SEALs ended with his death, marking a significant victory in the fight against terrorism. However, his legacy of fear, destruction, and radicalization persists, as his actions reshaped global security policies and the geopolitical landscape. 1. Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, often called the mastermind behind the September 11, 2001, terrorist attacks, was a high-ranking operative in Al-Qaeda and one of the world's most notorious terrorists. He played a central role in planning numerous large-scale attacks, including the 1993 World Trade Center bombing and the failed Bojinka plot, which aimed to blow up multiple US airliners. His strategic expertise and commitment to extremist ideology made him a key figure in Al-Qaeda's global operations and one of the most wanted individuals on the planet. The US government placed a $27 million bounty on his capture, leading to an extensive international manhunt. In 2003, he was apprehended in a raid in Pakistan and transferred to Guantanamo Bay, where he remains in custody awaiting trial. His case has drawn attention to the complexities of prosecuting international terrorists, balancing the pursuit of justice with the challenges of intelligence gathering, security, and due process. Khalid Sheikh Mohammed's legacy underscores the enduring global threat of terrorism and the ongoing need for international collaboration to combat it. These criminals represent some of the most notorious figures in history, responsible for unimaginable crimes that shook the world. While some were eventually captured or killed, others remain fugitives, their whereabouts unknown. Their stories highlight the importance of global efforts to combat crime and seek justice. If you found this video informative, don't forget to share it, leave a like, and subscribe to our channel for more intriguing content like this.